Facebook query next, Manmeet Ghatlia says that he plans to sell his flat size 330 square feet at Bandra East. It is situated in a 50-year-old MHADA building. Now he wants to buy a 1,000 square feet flat at Bhayander in a 21-year-old resale property using the sale proceeds. He asks if this is a wise decision. Mudassir, that's a very interesting question. Would you sell Bandra to buy Bhayander? And that to an old building in Bhayander.
Yeah, very difficult. I mean, obviously Bandra is a very, very different micro market compared to a Bhayander, which is very far towards the western suburbs itself. However, the size of the flat that he's talking about for him, it's almost 3 times that he's kind of looking at. If he's okay to move from a place like Bandra, which is considered far more happening and far more acceptable compared to a Bhayander, obviously that decision is his and he should definitely consider that. The only point that I would like to make is on the selling of a 50-year-old building versus buying a 21-year-old flat in a building of that age. My suggestion would be that he should look at, unless that building really is very, very nicely maintained and very, very up to date in terms of the upkeep of it, etc. My suggestion would be that he should look at things that are much nearer, because 20 years ago Bhayander wasn't a very a place where people were going in droves. So therefore the kind of properties built in 20 years ago, 25 years ago wouldn't be top notch in terms of quality, but largely for the price as such. So he should look at the building per se. It's not a general rule that 20-year-old building can't be well maintained and should not be bought into, nothing like that. There are much more older buildings available in the southern and western parts of Mumbai which are very, very nicely maintained and are sometimes even much more in demand than newer buildings. So he should look at that in a specific case, but the general rule is that a building less than 5 to 7 years of age would be far better. Because there would be newer construction, less of wear and tear. Most buildings are generally kind of planned for 40 to 50-year-old lifespans. But we start seeing badly maintained buildings and poor quality construction buildings, etc., starting to show their age upwards of 25 years in them.
One more thing that I wanted to ask you here. Now, I'm looking at the prices that we are showing on the screen. Bandra East is priced around 27,000 rupees per square foot. Now, that will not be the price he'll obviously get for a 50-year-old flat. However, Bandra being Bandra, he should at least get something. I'm guessing he should get something bit in the 15 to 20,000 rupees per square foot range. If he were to invest that, and he's looking at Bhayander, which is priced around, averaging around 7,000 rupees per square foot. Are there any other markets that he should probably be looking at, which would probably come within his budget? Maybe not that big a flat, but still.
See, it clearly looks like that he's sticking towards the western suburbs. And a reasonable size, to a reasonable 2 BHK size would be about 1,000 odd square feet. So anything, so basically if you exactly said about 7,000 there and about 20 odd thousand in Bandra, which is exactly roughly one third of the value, or roughly 3 times the size. So it's the numbers actually are matching up. So 7,000 to 21,000 versus 330 to about 1,000 square feet. Other markets which are priced in that vicinity are going to be maybe Mira Road, which is also significantly expensive now, nearing the 8,000-10,000 rupee mark. But there could be properties available which are in that 7,000-8,000 rupee, 6,000 to 8,000 rupee range, which might not be the most top-notch, but are available much nearer to to where he currently lives on the western suburbs. So Mira Road and around that place might be a good buy. where there are opportunities available and their prices are not as high. But this is certainly going to be above, or rather northwards of Borivali,
Northwards
which
of
is
Borivali,
above a 10,000 rupee mark in most circumstances.
So essentially, Manmeet, what you can do is try and look to coming towards a little bit towards Borivali. You can look at the Mira Road market as well. And if you are if you've made up your mind to actually go ahead and buy in Bhayendar, you could actually look at buying into a newer property unless this property that you've zeroed in on is really, really well maintained.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.